Welcome to Digi-Tally 104 report software.
In this video, we're going to talk about the Digi-Tally report software. We're going to open it up, view a job, review the measurements, take a look to make sure everything looks okay, make some edits to those measurements, and then export it in a report format. We're also going to export to a USB flash drive, which is probably the most common way to get the Digi-Tally laser jobs off of the device. So we'll go ahead and open up the Digi-Tally report software. Once it opens up, we'll see all the tally jobs that we have done in the past. We want to sort them by date, so we have the most recent one up top. So what we have to do is click date and then sort high to low. Two jobs up top, they're empty, we can ignore them. The third one down is my little sample job I made for this. With 21 joints, I have the job name here and then the customer name there. All I have to do is highlight the little green button, and if I do see this, it is warning me that there is one joint that is far off the average, so it's likely a bad measurement. So I will click cancel because we'll do everything manually. So the best thing to do here is click cancel, and then we'll go review it to go find that joint. We'll notice when we click on the review tab, we have a nice bar graph. It shows us 50 joints at a time. It's very obvious if there's a joint that's too long or too short. Right now we can see, somewhere around 12 or 15. There's a joint that was really short. It was probably just aimed incorrectly, but nonetheless we can go in and make some edits to that. The edit tab is going to be very similar to the Digi-Tally laser edit. We can cycle through our measurements. We'll go find the problematic joint length. Looks like it's joint number 14, 6.25. It's way far off. So once I have the right measurement, I can make the edit here, or I can go back in the laser software. But just for show, I will go in and edit joint number 14. So again, it's very similar to replacing it with a manual number in the other software. So all I have to do is enter the joint number, and then once I have the joint length, I can enter that in as well. Now that I have those two filled in, all I have to do is replace manual. You can see my joint number is updated. I'll go back to the review tab and see that joint has filled in. Now that I'm comfortable with my joint lengths, my job looks good, I want to create a report. The location, job number, customer, all this information that we filled out when we first created the job automatically will populate these fields, and all I have to do is click continue, and that will save it to the device. So what we've done is we've created a report file that's located on the hard drive of this device. Some people will connect the device to your computer to get the report off of that. Another great way to do it is to connect it to a USB flash drive. So when we want to save our report to our USB flash drive, we'll get the USB dongle cable. All it is one end that plugs into the handheld device. The other end is a port for the USB stick, which is right here. So the key is you want to make sure you plug the USB stick in to the cable before you plug it into the device. Once I have that plugged in, all I do is take the other end, plug it into the device. Good thing to check for is the light on the back. It should be a solid red light once it's loaded in there. We suggest using the Digi-Tally USB stick. They tend to work the best with the least amount of issues. Some USB sticks are encrypted. This one works well with our device. So once we see we have a solid red light, we know we have power on the USB stick and it's plugged in. We can go back to our create report. Same as last time, we'll make sure all our information is okay. Before we click continue, we'll just double check our cable again. Everything looks good, and we'll click continue. And we did see a very quick blink on the LED light in the back of the USB stick. Once that stops blinking, we know the information is saved. We can go ahead and disconnect. and we're good to hand the USB stick off.